Hello everyone. Let's start our next chapter, which is Gauss law. This is the first Maxwell's equation. So far what we've seen that if we have a charge and we go to a point some distance r away, we get electric field, which is simply kq by r square r hat. Gauss law is simply a restatement of this very same fact. It is another way of looking at this same square law. Now, students get confused with this law a lot, and if you go to online forums, there are lots of misconceptions and wrong things on this law. If you are using the textbook, this law is not very well explained even in the textbook. So I would suggest do not use this textbook and only use our notes for this law. In fact, this t-shirt was gifted to me by some of previous students. Why? Because they thought Gauss law was almost like a guess law. It is important that we understand this law. This law is effectively the first Maxwell equation. And not only that, we will keep on seeing this law throughout the rest of the electrostatics. When we are doing calculations for many applications, we would be taking help of this law. So it is very, very important for us that we understand what this law is saying. Please keep this in mind, and I'll keep on repeating this as we discover the law. This law is universally true. This law is basically based on this square law or inverse square law that electric field, as it goes away from a point charge, it decays by 1 by r square. There is nothing mathematically which is different between Gauss law and between this equation. So this law is universally true. You can never find exceptions to this law. But it will allow us to give a new perspective on fields. That's where this becomes important. Rather than just looking at what we have been doing so far, we will see a new perspective. So let's dive in and let's see what this law is.